Starting with the Peel Base in shade Rumour, I apply that all over the eyelid with a Zoeva 144 soft concealer brush. When applying the concealer, carve right under the brow. This will make it a lot easier when it comes to drawing the brows on.
My feet can't touch the ground, and it feels like I can see the sands on the
I always pat on the product, which leaves it nice and tacky so that the eyeshadow sticks and will show a lot more pigment.
Wave after wave, wave after wave, slowly drifting.
Then getting any fluffy blending brush, they all do the same job, so it doesn't matter which one you use, and just blend out the edges of your concealer so it leaves no harsh lines.
Wave, wave after wave, slowly drifting.
Now using the Opera highlighter in glazed donut, I apply this right under the brow and in the inner corners of the eye with the Morphe E36 detail brush.
On the horizon every time you are not around, slowly drifting away, wave after wave, wave after wave, slowly drifting away, and it feels like I'm drowning.
Then in with the Stationery Carnival palette using the shade Shuffle as my transition shade. I use the Zoeva 221 blending brush for this step. I apply this transition shade just below the crease of the eyelid and blend it up slowly.
Drunk when you come around. I know you think that you got me down. Funny cause you couldn't be more wrong. I feel you right back. I bet you hate that. I'm done trying to talk with your speakers loud. You don't give me love, you give me nothing.
Then going in with the shade Funky from the same palette, also applying that just above the crease of the eyelid using the same blending brush.
I'm not acting love no more, and I wanna shout it and tell the world I love it. I'm not your girl, no, I'm not acting love with you. I'm not acting love, I'm not acting love no more, and I wanna shout it and tell the world I love it. I'm not your girl, no, I'm not acting love with you.
Next, apply the shade Guilty with a more pointed brush which will allow you to pack on the shadow all over the eyelid. I use the Morphe M433 brush for this step.
Me, but you pay me no time, no love. Right now you wanna turn time. So I hope you have a lovely night with your video game.
Just going back in with shade Shuffle with the same Morphe brush just to bring the colour back a bit.
Go, 'cause I need it. I'm not acting love no more.
Now in with the shade Rowdy using the Zoeva 224 brush. Start from the outer corners of the eye and slowly blend it in towards the eyelid.
I'm not acting love, I'm not acting love no more, and I wanna shout it and tell the world I love it. I'm not your girl, I'm not acting love with you, in love.
Again, just going over with the transition shade so I don't lose the colour and then just blending it all out together.
Every time you record when we doing our thing.
Now using the Jacqueline Hill palette in shade Soda Pop, which is slightly a darker shade, and applying that in the outer corners of the eye and again blending it slowly in towards the eye. This will literally just deepen up the eyeshadow.
You told me you get cold feet, that's why we had to go out with shoes on.
Now to cut the crease, I'm using the rumour 144 brush with a Peel Louise base in rumour. With this step, try to start under the crease of the eyelid and slowly work your way up to get that sharp cut crease. If you struggle with this step, it does help if you hold your client's brow up slightly.
I let my jeans hang, I wear my shorts low, walk around like it's the middle of a tour show. On some new I let my heart grow.
Now blending the ends of the concealer into the shadow for a more smooth and effortless look.
You know you're only gonna post them up on Facebook and show them to your peers that you haven't seen in years. Let them know you're doing so much better than they feared.
Back in with the Carnival palette using the shades Shuffle, Guilty and Rowdy. Using a pointed blending brush to smooth out the edges from the lightest shade to the darkest shade.
So when the exes in Texas, we sit around and joke about them over breakfast. Check please. Real talk to the apocalypse. We put in work to make it work, no parlor tricks.
Then using the darkest shade Soda Pop from the Jacqueline Hill palette, also applying that on the outer corners of the eyes.
So lonely I could cry. I said I'll get money, I'll get famous.
Now in with the Lick and Lash pigment in shade Queen, applying this with a flat brush to pack on the pigment to the eyelid.
The dreams never come true without someone like you.
I swear, I swear, I swear, I really hear. He's always telling me.
Make sure when applying pigment onto the eyelid, do not swipe it on or drag it along the eye, always pat it on.
We probably have a long way to grow. You probably always have.
To get a more sharper cut crease, I used the rumour 144 concealer brush and just went over the top of the concealer.
Real talk to the apocalypse. We put in work to make it work. No
to define the cut crease even more, I used the Collection Glam Crystal Gel Glitter in shade Hustle for right onto the cut crease line.
So lonely I could cry. I said I'll get money, I'll get famous, I'll build castles in the sky. Yeah.
But dreams never come true
without someone like you.
The dreams never come true
without someone like you.
For the liner, I went in with the NYX Vivid Bright Liquid Liner in shade Blossom. I applied this on my hand and then used the rumour 317 liner brush to apply on the lid to create a sharp wing.
Money, money, and they plenty. Before I had the money, money, they no send me. But now I get the money, money, and they plenty. The good ones are hard to find. They just did me wrong like all the time. And they took my heart, nearly lost my mind. It crossed my mind. Before I had the money, money, they no send me. But now I get the money, money, and they plenty. Before I had the money, money, they no send me. But now I get the money, money.
Then setting the liner with the shade Chance from the Carnival palette using a Morphe brow brush, but you can use any flat brush for this step. Now getting a wet wipe, I cleaned right under the wing of the liner for a more flawless look. This step you can apply any mascara as long as it's flat, just to get rid of any eyeshadow excess or glitters, then going in with a lash TL3 from Tatti Lashes. Now starting with the base, I'm going in with the Nip and Fab Liquid Gold Highlighter in shade Rose Gold and applied this with the Real Techniques foundation brush.
To keep you close, I was afraid to leave you on your own. I said I'd catch you if you fall, and if they laughed and more.
Then just going over with a wet sponge to set the highlighter into place.
Just so you can take advantage of me.
Now using my favourite foundation, Estee Lauder Double Wear in shade Tawny, I apply this with the same foundation brush all over the face.
Put you up there, name in the sky. Does it ever get lonely? Thinking you could live without me. Thinking you could live without me.
Now going back in with the same wet sponge just to set all the foundation into place, I sprayed the Mario setting spray just to make it a bit more damp.
Live without me.
Now for concealer, using the LA Girl in Creamy Beige mixed with the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer in Ivory. I applied this all over the areas shown.
Just running from the demons in your mind. Then I took yours and made them mine. I didn't notice cause my love was blind. Said I'd catch you if you fall. And if they laughed at them all. And then I got you off your knees, put you right back on your feet.
So the next step is applying the contour. I used the LA Girl concealer in shade Toast, mixed with the Jordana Sculpt and Go Creamy contour stick in shade Deep.
Put you up there, name in the sky. Does it ever get lonely? Thinking you could live without me. Thinking you could live without me. Maybe I'm the one who put you.
Then I blend out the concealer with a wet sponge first.
Thinking you could live without me. Live without me. Maybe I'm the one who put you up there.
Now using a Pointed Real Techniques blending brush and a flat contour brush to blend out the contour.
What you did, I already know. I had to go and find out from them. So tell me, how's it feel? Tell me, how's it feel? Sitting up there, feeling so high, but too far away to hold me. You know I'm the one who put you up there. Name in the sky. Does it ever get lonely? Thinking you could live without me.
Now for powder, I use the Mercier, and for this step I either use a sponge or a small powder brush. In my opinion, they both work for the same effect.
Where should we run to?
Now going over the wet contour with a matte mineralizing skin finish in shade Dark Deep to set the contour and keep it into place. I do this with a Morphe angle brush.
Universe, so stay with me, cause I got the keys, babe. Don't wanna wake up one day wishing that we'd done more. I wanna live fast and never look back. That's what we're here for. Don't wanna wake up one day wondering where did it all go. Cause we'll be home before we.
Now with any fluffy brush, just brush away any remaining powder.
Don't stress your mind. We coming home tonight. Hey, ma, we're gonna be alright. Try those.
Now for the brows, I'm going in with the Anastasia Dip Brow in shade Dark Brown with the Anastasia brush in 20.
So mama, don't stress your mind. We coming home tonight.
For this step, I just draw faint lines the same direction the hairs are growing.
We coming home tonight. Where should we run to? We got a ticket that takes us wherever we like. We got our
If
problems.
you find the brows are getting too dark, just keep brushing over with the spoolie at the end of the brow brush.
Cause we got the keys to the universe inside our minds. Yeah, we got the keys, babe. Don't wanna wake up one day wishing that we'd done more. I wanna live fast and never look back. So we're here for.
Now going in with the B powder brush in shade Mauve.
Cause we'll be home before we know. I wanna hear you sing it. Hey, mama, don't stress your mind.
Also going in with the Milani Baked Blush in shade Dolph Pink.
Dry those eyes. We'll be back.
Going back in with the matte pressed powder just to deepen it back up.
Mama, don't stress your mind. So mama, don't stress your mind.
Now for my favourite highlighter, Doll Beauty in Shine Bright. on all the high points of the face. For the highlighter, I use the Morphe M510.
So mama, don't stress your mind. So mama, don't stress your mind.
For the waterline, I'm using the Morphe Bent Fine Liner brush, going in with a white gel liner from Olivia Bell.
It's not a secret I try to hide. You know you want me, so don't keep saying our hands.
Now to set the gel liner in the eye, I went in with shade Charm from the POE palette with a flat brush.
And out of reach from me, but you're here in my heart, so who can stop me if I decide that you're my destiny? What if we rewrite the stars, say you were made to...
Now going back into the Carnival palette with shade Guilty and placing that right under the bottom of the lash line, using the Morphe M321 to blend it all out.
It's up to you, and it's up to me. No one can say what we get to be.
Again using the Morphe M321 brush, going in with shade Shuffle from the Carnival palette and blending that under the lash line. Now using the shade Slay from the P. Louise palette, placing that in the inner corners of the eye with the Morphe M321 brush.
You think I don't wanna run to you, yeah, but there are mountains, and there are doors that we can walk through.
For mascara, I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Paradise Ecstatic mascara.
Just you and me within these walls.
For the lips, I use the Helene Cosmetics Water Resistant Lip Liner in shade 5.
Hopeless after all. No one can rewrite the stars. How can you say you'll be mine? Everything keeps us apart, and I'm not the one you were meant to.
Now going in with this liquid lipstick in shade Vino Tinto.
To me, when everyone tells us what we can be, and how can we rewrite the stars? Say that the world can be ours tonight.
All I want is to fly with you. All I want is to fall with you. So just give me all of you.
It feels impossible.
It's not impossible. Say that it's possible. How do we rewrite the stars? Say you